Welcome to X Chess. We're privileged to have some master level players on the show for this installment of X Chess. We've got Leonard Johnson and Tom Unger in the first round, and then we'll have Doug Hare and Dave Ratliff playing.
Leonard Johnson, he's the current Minnesota State co-champion.
Yeah, in both 94 and 2001.
Playing the white pieces tonight will be Tom Unger. He's also a master level player.
How are you doing tonight, Tom?
Pretty good, thanks.
Yeah, okay, great. And you, Leonard?
I'm doing well.
By the way, we have some of the players here with us in the control room to help us analyze where needed because of the high level of play that we have here. Okay, looks like a king's pawn opening. Looks like a Scandinavian.
Yeah, this is Leonard Johnson's tried and true defense.
The Scandinavian, really?
Yeah.
Is it really a sound opening?
Yeah, it is. It does require a bit of, you do have to get used to it. It is slightly aggressive in that the black queen is developed rather early. Mm-hmm. As you can see, he's already moved it for its third time.
Yeah, oftentimes they tell us, don't bring your queen out in the opening, but the Scandinavian, that's exactly what you do.
Yeah, there are a lot of general principles that are laid down in books, and generally the higher level players know when it's okay to violate those principles. But it has it's kind of the defense has definitely had an upsurge in recent times in that it's become very popular in the last 10 years or so. It's one of the nice features about it is generally an easy defense to learn, not too many variations to really have to memorize, and the play's pretty straightforward. You're basically playing with typical structures.
Okay, here's a trade down.
What about that recapture there?
Probably good. White's up pawn at this point, so is probably interested in simplification. Notice if the bishop had captured on f3, then the pawn on h3 would have been loose. Black wisely avoids the queen trade. And white promptly re-offers the queens.
Pinning the knight against the king. Oh, trading up queens.
So the queens have come off, and black has gotten some compensation that his rook's file is now open. Opportunities. White is very well developed. Notice the doubled rooks on the e file.
White has doubled pawns now.
Yeah, white has also got doubled pawns, but is still up a plus pawn, and now it's come down into a knight versus bishop endgame.
Both players are getting their kings out.
Yeah, king position is a very important factor in endgames. That's one of the things. The more experience you get, the more you realize how important that king is in the endgame.
What about
able to be chopped off
pawns? White's got two isolated.
Oh, sure.
Here,
and those
black has a
black
chance
doesn't. Is that a big factor?
Yeah, I would have to say the game has definitely swung back in black's favor at this point. But white is trying to. He's achieved a passed pawn, but I don't have a whole lot of confidence in that passed pawn because of the active positioning of the black king. I have a feeling we're going to see white's resignation here pretty soon.
Oh, but in X chess...
That's true. In X chess, you're not rewarded by resigning. Okay, well, white's king has gotten some active counterplay, and those black pawns on black are in serious trouble.
Oh, okay.
So that
he defends... Yeah, but note that passed a pawn, that's the pawn that's going to make the difference here. White is, of course, prepared to sacrifice.
Check.
Now it's over. It's over now.
He made. Well, at this level, they like to resign, but for
the a pawn is going to queen. Yeah, I guess he'll play on.
For the sake of the audience, yeah, we encourage the checkmate. So
it's worth the extra point to get checkmated.
Yeah, he'll probably be rather cooperative and
check. Closing in. He's got to be what? Oh, okay. Oh, he doesn't get the point. Okay.
Doug Hare, he was providing actually most of the commentary for that game, and he's also a master level player.
I'm going to be teaching a chess camp this summer.
How's it going, Dave?
How's it going?
Well, Dave is also a master level player.
Mm-hmm.
He just got a 4.0 GPA. He was the 1982 Minnesota State High School chess champion.
These guys are trying to get out of the book as early as possible.
Oh, to throw people off.
Oh, yeah. Throw each other off.
These guys seem a lot more gentle with their piece moving than our last game.
I wonder if they're off to a slower start in this one.
Yeah, they are using a lot of time in the opening for a blitz game.
Now, is this knight on the rim here, is it dim in this situation?
Well, Black's playing it as dynamically as he can. Right now, he just played f5. And so that's a very double-edged type of move. So right now, they're maneuvering around strong points in the center.
At this level of play, there's a lot of jockeying around for position.
Yes,
isn't
a lot
there?
of jockeying around. Black's pieces are much better coordinated at this point.
In my experience playing with Tom, when he gets control over the long diagonal with the fianchetto bishop, it's very hard to defend against.
Well, Dave's hanging his hand hanging in the air definitely
Means
says of his nervousness, speaks of
Yeah.
how tense the position is. White is,
Interesting. Now the bishop has to drop back. doesn't it?
yeah, White's clearly ahead at this point.
Oh, okay. But Leonard, you're saying positionally,
Positionally, it's probably drawish, I would think, at this point.
Now White has also hit that milepost.
and everybody has to
So-
move fast now.
Black is
This
moving
is
to move.
X-chess, folks. This is high speed. Extremely expedited.
It's a very famous saying that you can't dance at two weddings. And
Yes, exactly.
the rook's not going to be able to dance at both of these weddings here.
Like that?
If Black had a dark squared bishop, it would be a draw. Because
Can he sacrifice that rook and then he can't keep that pawn at bay, huh? Oh, the white king will walk over.
yeah, the king's going to walk
Yeah,
over.
the king's just needs to get in there. And
This is the stubbornness that we like to see on X-chess.
king there.
At this high level of play, oftentimes players resign, but we're encouraging the stubbornness. So our folks at home can see checkmate.
Hopefully.
Will there be a stalemate, perhaps?
There you
Check.
go.
Checks.
Found the
There's
winning
queen
technique,
square.
and now it's decisive.
We'll see if he can hang on to get his point. If Dave can hang on to get that bonus point for stubbornness point. There's a check. He moved. Okay.
The mate.
Very good. Good
Concludes
game.
with hair coming out on top.
In the middle game, I thought my D pawn was weak.
So we got both Doug and
whenever.
Leonard helping with the commentary now.
One's opening.
Alekine.
Now this is a favorite of Unger's himself. He's an Alekine connoisseur. That's one knight f6.
Well, being a great champion of the Scandinavian, and I'm calling this a Scandinavian defense at this point.
Oh.
That's true. It has transposed in Avian.
Well, is this a type of gambit? Because Black gave up a pawn, didn't it?
Some type of gambit.
Some interesting things about Tom to mention. He was the 1968 Minneapolis novice champion. Tom has also written a chess book called Strategical Themes.
I've read the book and I can recommend it.
He had a draw against Grandmaster Andrew Soltis, who is a noted author and columnist for Chess Life magazine. So how exploitable is this open?
I would say it's very exploitable, probably decisive at this point.
But
Oh,
Dave,
and
as
there's the
the
queen.
last game proved, he can be a staunch defender.
But White's going to come through with something like f4, or some type of accelerating his the bringing of his pieces into that sector of the board.
The white pieces are taking up some ominous positions, the queen and the two knights. But at the moment, Black seems to have enough force around his king. Okay, now knight h5 is a major threat. Seems Ratliff has overlooked the course of it because now mate is threatened on g7 and a
Now
killing
it's
check on f6.
forced mate at this point. The game's over.
Made in one.
Yeah,
Mate,
Well, it's
mate
not
in
mate in
two.
one. It's not mate in one, but if after bishop f8, knight on e to f6 check, queen f6, knight f6 check, king h8, queen h7 to mate. So I got a feeling Dave will probably
I can't visualize
wrap
that.
up the point. Right. Okay. Well, the queen.
Folks at home, don't worry.
The queen is threatening. If you can point out g7, the queen's threatening to go there and mate in one.
Yeah.
If it's covered, then one of the knights jumps into f6.
Oh,
Check.
okay, f6. Okay.
Oh,
He's resigning.
Resigned.
Forgetting
Another critical error.
Yeah, he should have played on to the gallery.
Force of habit.
Yeah.
Okay, we brought up the mic, you guys. Once you shook hands, we took that as a resignation.
Master level chess players don't like to be checkmated.
Yeah, master level players. Yeah,
They
like
avoid it at all costs.
Chess players in general, but especially the better ones.
And
you're going to lose the next chess, lose by checkmate too.
Yep, in X-chess. Yeah, and so now here we have Tom doing some commentary now for this next game.
Now, is this
wait.
open file for Black a liability?
Well,
It's
this
mostly a
game?
weakness for the king, but he can use it for counterplay if he gets a rook
With the
on
rook
it.
on there? Okay. Is it a good trade now to get rid of it?
Well, Black's in no hurry to do that. He can do that as leisure.
Oh, to chase it away?
He just made a passing move there, I think.
Uh,
But Black would be in no hurry to trade the knight, which he can always do.
When you say passing move, are you meaning that he's temporizing? Or?
Yes.
Oh, he's just...
He took the square from the knight. He probably couldn't find a good continuation, so he just solidified his own position a little bit.
What about a queen sacrifice? I don't know. I'm kind of...
Tom likes to get adventurous. Sometimes.
Well, you know, like queen to c3 there. I don't know, and then take that pawn with the queen, perhaps.
That's an idea.
Oh, he's doing it. Maybe he's going to do my move. Oh, queen is under attack. Should he do the dramatic sacrifice?
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing? Now the pawn can't take back because the
There's a lot of pieces looking at that square.
yeah,
The square's collapsing.
takes back with the queen.
Yeah,
Bishop
the
takes.
square is.
Is that an even
trouble.
trade so far?
Well, Black won a pawn.
I think
out of
Black
this.
won a pawn.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
now
Would
he's
this be
got
a
to take
windmill?
back.
Yeah, this looks like a windmill.
Yep,
Oh.
and he's going to get windmilled.
Ouch.
Well, no, but his bishop's attacked first.
If he moves the rook out of the way, is that not mate?
The bishop that's giving check is under attack by White's rook.
Oh, sorry.
Well, and then he would take his rook back, winning the exchange. Is that not right?
That gives him some
now
more
it's
breathing
windmill
space.
time.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Now we should check him again, force the king back to the corner, pick
And
off his
then
other
pick-
pawn.
Okay. I thought there was another rook still on the board. Okay, that's clear. Okay.
Oh, a windmill is a situation where you keep checking,
Uh-huh.
and then the king moves to defense, and then you move the piece out of the way
And attack
with
something
discovered
else.
check,
Yeah.
and you.
Like
It's a
just-
deadly
Ooh.
situation because you can win a lot of the material and even clean house.
White's finally got out of the windmill, but he had to drop a handful of pawns to do so. Use his bishop there? No,
High
trade
speed.
it.
So Black probably wants to just simplify, get rid of the pieces, and so the pawn advantage is able to take shape, right?
When that scramble, he picked up a knight as well. White's only hope is the clock here because Black has a huge material advantage.
Oh, that's right.
Well, he's got the
Here they go.
dangerous pass pawn on this file, which may be able to get in.
Yeah, so he's up by about 6 points now.
Does he lose this pawn there? No, it's defended.
He had to sacrifice that.
Get a second queen and then they shouldn't be far off.
No.
Being a good
that's it.
sport. Yeah.
About time.
Yeah, switch colors.
Oh, Dave has some thoughts. Yeah.
When the queen retreats, Black's queen doesn't have to retreat all the way back if it gets kicked.
Ooh, major trade done. We got some fast action here, guys.
And now Black's time is approaching the 5 seconds.
Pick it up. Pick it up.
Equivalent over a legal move. They may have to stop the clock if there's a question.
Where is it?
You want to stop the clock? You can press the center button if there's a debate.
Just let it go. We couldn't resolve it anyway.
They can't do it. Yeah. But it's on tape.
Where's this knight here? Yeah.
Yep, they don't know either. It's high speed.
He promotes. Because of the time pressure, he's moving the pawn as if it were a queen because it really is. Now he finally makes a change.
Yeah, I hope we provided enough excitement.